Hey there everybody, this is actually geared more towards YouTubers out there, but some of you who subscribe to our channel, you may want to hear about this as well. You may have noticed the title to this video is The Great YouTube Revenue Ripoff. And boy, do I mean a ripoff. You know, there's people out there that make lots of money on their YouTube channels. Yours truly is not one of them. However, we have a nice little steady income that has been generated from this channel. Now, it's the holidays right now, and I kind of feel like that YouTube gave me one, like that. And let me tell you what I'm talking about. First of all, our little channel here, oh man, we are pale in comparison to most of the channels out there. So there are channels that have millions of subscribers. Ours, we got about, 2,700 subscribers. Faithful people out there, thank you to each and every one of you. But we do generate a lot of content as well. As you know, I do videos about grief and loss. I do travel videos. I do cooking videos. And YouTube started telling me you should start doing those YouTube short videos, the ones that are less than a minute. So hey, jumped on the bandwagon and did that. Well, over the course of the last year or so, we have had, like I said, a little income revenue coming in from this steady stream. Let me tell you how it breaks down. First of all, a little channel like ours, again, not going to make millions of dollars. But we do generate a decent amount of views. So YouTube, we're what's called a revenue partner. They place advertising on all of my videos. And so they then get impressions or click rates and things like it gets all technical and such. But bottom line, we put a few eyeballs out there in front of those ads that YouTube throws in all of my videos. Now, in an average month, we get about 15,000 views on this channel. That sounds like a lot, but again, in the YouTube world, it's not a huge amount, but still, 15,000 is not bad. I'm looking over here, over the last 28 days, we've had 15,328 views, watch time of 908 hours. We've picked up about 150 subscribers, that all over the last 28 days. And that's generally been the average. So if you take that 15,000 a month and multiply it over the course of 12 months, well, that comes out to what, 150,000, about 180,000 views a year. So how much do you think I make with those 180,000 views a year? It's not as much as you would think, but I'm okay with it. We get about $120 a month revenue. But again, it's a nice little check. It gets deposited, direct deposited in, and I look forward to seeing that check drop into the account. However, YouTube is always changing the rules. It's kind of like they're always kind of pushing the finish line a little further out, and us little guys, we have no say in how this works. It's just you take it or leave it. That's just how it works, okay? So I'm hopping along here every month, get a check for about $120 deposited. Well, I'm looking at my numbers here for the last 28 days, and I'm looking along at those views, the watch hours, the subscribers, and the estimated revenue says $67. $67. And we were actually up a little bit on views and watch time over the previous month. So I'm like, hey, what's the deal? How in the world are we trending up? I even added those shorts, which added a bunch of little blips here and there. In fact, we had one 24-hour period that we hit 5,000 views in 24 hours. That was a lot. And that was because we had those little shorts in there. But the revenue went down, down, down. So when you're a revenue partner with YouTube, you get special privileges. You can actually talk to someone via the internet. You know, it's like, I don't know if I'm talking to a bot or a real person, but you at least get access to somebody when you have issues with your channel. So I went on, logged in, and I asked them, I said, okay, hey, what is the deal? Views are steady to increasing. Subscriptions continue to be steady and increasing. Everything is on the positive, and all of a sudden you cut my revenue in half. It goes from 120 a month to 67 a month. Now, did I explain too, when you go below $100, they don't pay you. It just shows that's how much money we generated with our ad sales, but their threshold for actually issuing a deposit is $100. So Merry Christmas from YouTube. I won't get a check for the month of December. That usually comes in around the 20th. Not going to happen this year. Well, back to my conversation with the bot, or maybe it's a person on the other end of the line. I write them. I plead my case. I said, please explain to me how the revenue drops that much. I mean, what is that, 100% drop? It dropped in half. And so they're typing back to me going, we're looking into this right now. Can you give me 5 more minutes to examine your situation? Yeah, right. Okay. So I'm sitting there and, again, it could be a computer, could be some guy smoking a cigarette down the hallway that comes back and checks in from time to time. He goes, has it been 5 minutes yet? Let's respond to him one more time. So they continue. We're still looking into this. Is that okay with you? Do you have time to stay with us? I respond back, I got all day, pal. Just tell me what's going on with the revenue. So probably 30 minutes goes by and they said, we're working diligently on your problem. Excuse me. And we're going to email you the results of our investigation to let you know what is going on. Well, a couple of days goes by. I get an email back from the revenue share folks at YouTube. Oh my gosh. Did a team of attorneys get together to write me the response? It's this long, drawn out, a bunch of, I didn't understand what I was reading, half the stuff. It's all lawyer talk. It's just a bunch of blah, 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 blah. Bottom line, you're screwed. This is just how it is. This is how much money you get. And we don't know really why it dropped in half. It has to do with algorithms and different things. It was just a circus. So yeah, I'm a little teed off about this. I really, really am. YouTube, you're not doing us any favors. The small guys and girls out there that are producing content, we may not have millions of people watching this stuff, but in my case, 180,000 views over the course of a year, 15,000 in a month. Wouldn't you think you could share more than the $67 with me? Or I'm sorry, you're not going to share the $67 because it has to get to the $100 mark. So that's about it. I'd be interested, excuse me again, in some of the comments section, if you're a YouTuber like me. Oh my gosh. That was terrible. Okay, I don't know what happened. Anyway, if you're a YouTuber like me, and you've been producing content, and you've been getting some revenue, now not you guys that make $1 million, okay, but maybe some of the smaller YouTubers, tell me too, have you seen this? And I know you have because I've seen posts. Everybody's complaining about it. The problem is nobody can do anything about it. YouTube has their own set of rules. It's not like a broadcast television station. I worked at a broadcast television station for years. You're regulated by the FCC. I don't think YouTube's regulated by anybody. And we're all finding out big tech does whatever the heck they want to do anytime they want to do it. If they want to take your content off because they don't think it meets the current societal guidelines or whatever, they take it off. If they don't want to pay you any money, they don't pay you any money. If they want to cut my revenue share by 100%, they just do it. And then they send me this big long document trying to explain to me what happened. Yeah, again, a little ticked off by all this, but just wanted to share that with you for those of you that thought we were getting rich here. I will tell you, that little $120 a month check did mean something to me. And as I moved along in life, the later stages, I was hoping it might grow and would be a nice little income because it actually is a lot of work to maintain all this stuff. I know a lot of you think it's just as magic, but I got to go out, I video this stuff, I edit this stuff, I add graphics, things like that. So there's a little time and effort put into it, and you would like to be rewarded, especially since you know that people are watching the content. So that's about it. Again, register your comments here. And if you're not, subscribe to our channel, although I don't know if it amounts to a hill of beans or not. That's about it. Traveling with Jack and Pam. We're out.